So the final question I'm going to answer about being an A&R and working in the world of A&R is, how did I personally become an A&R and what's my real name? Before I got the job here at Universal as head A&R, I'd been working on a Norwegian trout farm as part of an international trainee scheme for young Anglican fishermen. While I was working there, I started doing a blog documenting how various breeds of kelp and trout were interbreeding, creating a trout-kelp hybrid, which I named the Kraut. Then one special night, me and 4 other of these Anglican fishermen were having a drinking competition in a dinghy out in the Norwegian Sea, when one of the guys went out to take a slash, and while he was there, he found a body floating in the water. Anyway, we took the body on board, and it turned out to be the Vice President of Sales for Universal Music Group back in the UK, who, by complete chance, had fallen overboard after a completely unrelated drinking session on a yacht over 3 miles away. After we'd woken her up and given us some trout, the first thing she said to me was, "Play me some new music." So I grabbed my Mac and I played her a couple of Bat for Lashes tracks. 5 weeks later, I get a call from the head office at Universal in London asking me to come in for an interview. And in the interview, I was greeted by the sales team, and I was laid bare on a marble plinth. After massaging almond oil and beeswax into my torso, a small globule of honey was dropped from a medium height into the crevice between my inner thigh and my groin. At this point, as with most interviews in the music industry today, I was asked to lightly part my thighs while photographs were taken of the bubbles appearing in the honey as it began to set. Once these photographs were taken, the managing director then took a small ivory box containing a scarab beetle, which he then tipped onto the table and sacrificed using a rolled-up copy of Vice magazine. With the words, "The bug is dead," the ceremony was complete, and I was given a dressing gown and ordered to clean myself up in the bathroom. And funnily enough, it was while I was in the bathroom cleaning up, after having been initiated, that I bumped into an artist called Wishbone, who I later went on to sign. How would I describe him? He's disco meets R&B meets experimental European emo-core meets Sally Gunnell in a wetsuit sliding down a lamppost meets eggnog meets erotica meets the sound of a partially frozen moose carcass being beaten with an oar meets egg fried rice meets a madman masturbating in a bath of Worcestershire sauce meets the Strokes that kill thousands of people every year. And here are some of the ways you can spot them before they happen. Meets Kanye, meets Westlife, meets Minimal House, meets Spoken Word, meets... It's a difficult one to put your finger on, but we're confident Wishbone's going to do very well. And it's all fully funded by the BBC. If you have any other questions you'd like me to answer, please don't hesitate to ask in the comments section below.